hello. Fixing myself up. Hey guys, how are you guys doing this afternoon, y'all? Did you just hear Boosie just got arrested? Oh my God! And I'm gonna read the report here. What it said. Y'all, it's thundering and lightning outside here. Okay, we're gonna figure out what in the heck is going on. Um, Good afternoon. Hello, Inez. Hey, Marlene. Marlena. Hey, Veronica. Hey, Bree. Hey, T Girl. Hey, Linda. Hey, Skin Tight, Trissy, Black Beauty, Staff. Hello. Hey, guys. How you guys doing? I was gonna come up and talk about what's happening with the trial and stuff like that. And then I got an announcement. I was like, what? Arrested for what? All right, so I'm going to read it what it says here. It says, while he may be have cleared the air in one case, Boosie Badass was dragged back into another legal mess, getting arrested by the federal agent. Has learned. A spokesperson for the San Diego County District Attorney Office tells us Boosie was in court Wednesday for an appearance in his ongoing gun case. The good news is the case was dismissed. The bad news is he still has another pending legal issue. We're told Boosie was arrested by a federal agent outside the courtroom as soon as his gun case hearing wrapped. Wow. We couldn't currently know the circumstances that led to the arrest. As for the gun case, reports for Boosie was involved in a traffic stop last month when officers discovered he had two guns. Can't win for losing, right, Boosie? Lord have mercy. And he was in the courthouse. Hey guys. Hey, okay, let's see. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Shaniqua. Hello, Kia. Hello, Effalo. Hello, Rita. Hey, everybody. So he was arrested. But you know, Boosie, he's gonna get out. He's gonna pay the bond. This man has so many bonds out there, it's ridiculous. Hey, Rob. So many bonds out there, it's ridiculous. But I do have some updates for you too, guys. I have some update that I was working on to bring to you guys' attention, but I think I might need to change the title because I have R. Kelly update and I have Young Thug's update. So I think I need to change it to what I'm going to be talking about because those things are going to be a little longer because I have some actual case update for you guys. So I just wanted to say, hey, I don't know what's going on with Boosie's situation, but they got him. His gun case situation had been dropped, dismissed. Now they arrested him for something else. You know what? He needs to stay away from Vlad. For according to what Tyrese said, that is bad news. Don't go on his thing because as soon as people go on his thing, stuff happens to folks. So stay away from Vlad. Hey, Dr. TTH. Hey, Felicia Fee. Hey, Sharon. How are you guys doing? So, hey, Shannon, the other Shannon. You say I'm psychic? Shannon H in the chat. I'm not psychic. I just have a gifting. I'm not psychic. No, I am not psychic at all. No, psychic. Nope. But I do have, you guys remember that young lady? I got some stuff on that with that lawsuit in New York. Hey, Alexa. She said positive energy. That's right. Hey, Carmen. So I do have some of the. Oh, you know what? Let me go ahead on and talk about it since we're on it. I probably need to change my title and add on other stuff that I talk about. But I need to address some stuff. You are very smart. Oh, thank you, Alexis. Thank you. Oh, I feel like I feel good. Just That was look. I'm sucking it all in. I'm sucking it all in. Okay, you already guys know. Court ended at 12 o'clock today for the Young Thugs court, right? But yesterday, a lot of you guys didn't know. Yesterday, Little Rod had his trial supposed to be starting, but the Judge Adams postponed it because they have the like conflict between the two trials, right? Because he has a trial right here with YSL, and then he had this trial. The trial was about the stabbing that happened in the court, in the jail. So him, Eppinger, um, Blaylock, and a couple of others were part of that stabbing that happened back in, I think, in January, February time frame, where a guy in there did stab him, Eppinger, and all of them got involved in it. Well, that trial was supposed to start yesterday, but because there is a conflict, because he can't be two places at the same time, so they're looking for what day they're gonna go ahead on and forward to talk about it. But one of the guys that is part of the case basically squealed on him. Hold on, let me just bring that up here. One of the guys that I guess that got the stabbing, if I'm not mistaken. This is a lot of shenanigans going on with these cases. I'm telling you, it is crazy. Just one second, let me just bring it up for y'all. It's a lot of non-shenanigan going on with these cases. Hold on, let me just pull it up for you guys. Oh, okay, we gotta pause for our music because I just gotta cash out. Here we go. Money, money, so much money. Money, 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 so much money. Money, money, money. Thank you, Lady Coltrane. Appreciate you, girly. But okay, let me go ahead and bring this up for you guys. Hold on. All right, this is a guy that was testifying in this case here. Just one second. And I'm going to bring it up. All right, here we go. We gotta put the
courtroom with us today.
Yes, I do.
Hey, can you go ahead and tell me where he's sitting and what he's wearing?
I'll stand up.
Yeah, I'm right there.
Where he's sitting and what he's wearing?
Right there.
So you mentioned Little Rod in there. Do you see Little Rod in the courtroom with us today?
Yes, I do.
Hey, can you go ahead and tell me where he's sitting and what he's wearing?
I'll stand up.
Yeah, I'm right there.
Okay, so this guy is pointing him out in the case with Little Rod. But the trial has not started. It has been postponed, and when the date comes, I will let you guys know what's happening with that. Okay. In the meantime, Young Thug's brother has been transported to a jail. I'm not sure exactly what the jail he's been transported to, but he has been transported. That was on Monday. In fact, he was transported on Monday. Okay. Now, we have been sitting for these hearing back and forth. I have some footage for you guys, stuff that we hadn't heard in a couple of days. So I'm gonna play these, and so it's been a while. It's kind of I even forgot I had these footage because it's been a long time since we have been covering this this trial. Just 1 second. Let me just go ahead and pull it up for you guys. All right, so, and this is from last week footages, but I haven't played any of them, so that's the reason why I'm going ahead on and play these for you. Okay, here we go. And you guys, I know half of you guys are listening to the trial that's going on with that young guy, was YWN Melly, YWN Melly. And if you notice, it's almost like the same thing, but they're not reusing the lyrics. They made sure they said that lyrics were basically of freedom of expression. So that is not going in. Ashley, what did you get? Ashley said, Shannon, I entered the contest and won God's favor. What did you win? What did you win? What did you win? So she won a contest, y'all. Okay, let's go ahead and look at some of these footages here. And I'm going to put my my marker. And I know people probably, oh, why did she have to put her marker? Because this is my stuff. This is my stuff, okay? I want my marker in there. I'm doing it light today, okay? I'm doing it light. See? Okay, so you can still see me. You can still see between. But I want to put my marker on, okay? How about that? How about that? Okay, let's go ahead on and watch some of these footage. Y'all ready? Let's go.
In the matter of the state of Georgia versus Cleef Adams et al. In 22 SC 183572. Let me go ahead and take roll at this point in time. Mr. Temple, I'm sorry?
Everybody's present.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Beebe and Mr. Partridge. Good morning, gentlemen. Mr. Stillwell, Mr. Botts, I should say Mr. Sharp, good morning. All right. Mr. Williams and Mr. Adams, good morning. Good morning. Mr. Kendrick and Mr. Weinstein, good morning. Mr. Huey and Mr. Matthews, good morning. Mr. Nichols and let's see, Mr. Garner, good morning. Mr. Dorsey and Mr. Jimenez, good morning. Mr. Eppinger and Mr. Johnson, good morning. And Mr. Ryan and Miss D. Williams, good morning. Mr. Smith and Miss Love, good morning.
Good morning.
Ms. Von Kells, good
I just want to tell you guys, you notice how a lot of them are not able to use the computers right now. So they're going to be very, very, very strict with them. Don't forget, next week, there is a hearing on the 21st in regard to the whole computer stuff, okay? I'm going to bring you those documents to read to you guys what's going to happen next week, and it's going to be on the 21st, okay? 21st next week, they're going to have a hearing for the computer that was seized and the information that was brought about. And I guess they're going to talk about whether or not they're going to use it. So let's, we're going to be prepared for that. Okay.
Good morning and good morning, Mr. Randolph. Good morning, All right. Just a few things of administrator. Mr. Adams, I am in receipt of Mr. Steele's request to appear on Thursday, June the 1st and Tuesday, August the 22nd for oral argument in front of the Supreme Court. I assume he's talked to you about these 2 dates?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Williams, do you have any objection to Mr. Steele participating in those particular arguments, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to include his letter as an next court exhibit.
Okay, guys, I think we saw this one. Did we see this one? It's probably the next day we didn't see. Do you guys remember if we saw this one yet? If not, we can go back and review it. He does look good, don't he? He looks very clear.
When we come up on those dates, just remind me again, but it's all right with me, all right with you. You talk with your client, I'm okay with that. All right.
Yeah, Chris is in this one for you. This is before he got
Ms.
hands.
Von Kelch, good morning again, madam. I am in possession of several of your communiques with juror issues that I'm probably going to we just need to kind of work through. Let's start off with juror number 70.
Oh yeah, we did this one already. Okay, I'm
Did you
gonna
have
stop.
that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, now, as I understand it, he's already had his hardship heard and denied in January, is that correct?
Yeah,
Well,
we
that leaves-
heard these. We heard this one. Okay, let me stop this one because we heard this already. I'm gonna stop this and get to the next day. Hold on a second. Because I remember this is the juror that he's not gonna let that one go, but then the second one he's gonna let go. Yeah. We heard this one. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. And did we fully hear the whole argument on the hearing? Let's go ahead and listen to the hearing one. Because a lot of people were not here and they don't know what happened during the hearing for Mr. Johnson. Let's go ahead and play that one. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, it's not me that's muted, it's them that's muted in the courtroom. So it's gonna the audio is gonna come on in a few minutes. So hey Raina. Pretty brown eyes, hello. It's not me. Don't forget, it's it's a volume on the court in the courtroom. It's not me. So they should have the volume on soon. And I think this is where the juror tells them about the suicide thing. I think this is the one. I just want to tell you, Monday, there was no court footage. You know why? The the cameraman did not show up, so there was no court footage on Monday. So Azizia says, "What happened? He got a You talking about with Boosie? He got arrested right after his hearing. You know the hearing for the gun charges. He got arrested. The details of his arrest has not come out yet, but as soon as it comes out, I will give you guys that information." Okay, let's see where we got the breaking news on. We're waiting for the sounds to come on this. Yeah, he does stay locked up, don't he?
I'm sorry?
Steele, Menendez,
Okay.
D. Williams.
Okay, I think we have everybody now.
Menendez.
Can we text him, please? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Oh, forgot I was watching the other trial too, y'all. The other trial that's going on. I forgot I was watching that one. Hey, Bev. I'm gonna. I forgot the other trial that's going on with the that young guy.
All right, Mr. Jimenez has joined us. I believe we have everyone. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We're gonna go back on the record.
Okay. Let me stop this for a second because everybody's coming in. And I spoke about it before everybody started coming in regard to Boosie. He was arrested, right? Let me take this off my thing here. I'm gonna read the report again about him being arrested. You guys coming in late. I had already bypassed that, but I'll go back. I'll go back and tell you guys what he was being arrested for. He was arrested by the feds, and the reason he was arrested, hold on. Just 1 second. What? I think this is crazy. I don't think he got arrested for that, but he told them to suck his DICK. But that's not, I don't think that's the reason why he was arrested for that. I don't think that's what he was arrested for. Hold on a second. He just got arrested after his case was dropped for the gun charges in San Diego. And I hope that's not the reason why they arrested him again, because he told him F the police. Hold on. This was on Twitter, and it was posted by I think No Jumper. Just 1 second. Let me just pull it up. It was posted on Twitter, and it says here that he was arrested. You guys coming in late, and I have to go back and pull it up and get the information for you guys. Just 1 second. Okay, Hip Hop Atlanta says Boosie was arrested today after making his first appearance for his gun charge, which seems to be dropped by the state. The federal agent took the case over. That's why. The state dropped the case, and the federal agent came and took the case after he appeared in court. So the feds picked it up, picked the same charge that the state dropped. The Fed came in and picked it up. So It says here, Boosie arrested in San Diego after gun case was dismissed. San Diego state and picked up by the feds. Hold on a second. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Got more coming up news on this. Hold on. Just 1 second, guys. Okay, and that is it for that part of the news with Boosie. He got arrested by the feds after leaving court, after he was dismissed for the charges on the gun with the state. The federal agent picked up the same case, and so now he is being charged with federal charges of possessing gun by a felon. So sound like conspiracy and somebody snitching. Our black man just can't catch a break. Laura says, good afternoon, Sylvia. Good afternoon. Yeah. Yeah, so that's Bootsy situation. But y'all, I got update on Mr. We're going all over the place today. We're going to a couple of places. Thank you for the info. Boosie's gonna be going back to the federal prison, poor man. We will see. He got the gun charges. I don't know how you doing, Miami Day? I don't know how they're gonna do the hey Angela. I don't know how they're gonna do this. I don't know how he's gonna work through this, but he has been arrested by the feds. The state dropped the case. The feds picked it up. So I will give you guys a 411 on that as soon as I get more details. It's coming out of California. In California, I can go into the feds thing and pull it up and give you all the charges. But once it gets in, I don't think it's in there yet. Once it gets in there, I can read the charges from the Fed system in San Diego, and I'll let you know what exactly he's been charged with. Okay, because that takes time for that to get into the system. It's not in there now. He just officially got arrested. But you know what? Yeah, it's gonna take a couple of days before that gets in there. Yeah, he was arrested in San Diego. The state dropped the gun charges, and the feds picked it up. The feds picked up the gun charges. So we don't know exactly everything that's been put in there. And once the stuff is put in, I'll be able to pull up the record on the federal system in the Pacers. But it's not there yet. It's not there yet. You'll be at his court case? Okay, Dom. You can give us 411 on step blow by blow what happened. You in San Diego? Okay, now back to Mr. Kelly. All right, so I have some update in regarding to they've been waiting for Boosie a long time. Yeah, they have. One of the people gonna take that charge. One of his people gonna take the charge. You think so? You think one of his people gonna take the charge? Coming in late, Boosie was arrested by the feds after the state dropped the case. Yes. The feds got him. And I will get the information, the 411 on that. At this present time, it's not in the system. What's Boosie's real name? So I can see if I can pull it up. See what they have on there. What's his real name, y'all? Anybody know what Boosie's real name is? I know you guys know. I know you guys know before I start looking it up. Dom, do you know what Boosie's real name is? I know you would know. Torrance Hatch. Okay, let's go look it up. Torrance Hatch. It says San Diego, California, Baton Rouge rapper Boosie Badass, whose real name is Torrance Hatch, thank you, was arrested by federal agent on Wednesday. Let me put it up so you guys can see what I'm reading. Let me pull it up so you guys can see what I am reading. William Earl Collins. Who's that? Who's William Earl Collins? But this is the report that's coming up right here. Can you guys see this? Let me make it bigger. Can you guys see that? Okay, we can't see that. Okay. All right, let me read it for you guys. It says here that San Diego, California, WAFV, Baton Rouge rapper Boosie Badass, whose real name is Torrance Hatch, was arrested by federal agents on Wednesday, June 14th, according to TMZ. The Baton Rouge rapper was in court Wednesday for a gun case that was later dismissed. A spokesperson for the San Diego District Attorney's Office stated that the report added, however, the rapper was then arrested on another legal issue by agents in the courtroom soon after the gun case was dropped, according to the report. Boosie was reported involved in a traffic stop when officer allegedly discovered 2 guns. Click here, report. Okay. So that's basically it on that. So the full detail has not been given in regards to that. And this happened 7 minutes ago of update. Okay. This is when they put this up there. So what I can do, I can see if there's any court records on Pacers on him. All right, let me just get a moment. Just 1 second, guys. All right. Let's see. No, it's nothing in the, let's see something. Hold on a second. Let's see. San Diego is what part of the state of California? It says northern. I'm going to log into my Paces and see. It might be too early for this right now, but you know what? It might be something in there because most of the time they might have like a Let's see, California. San Diego. What part of California is that? Northern, southern, eastern, central. What part of California is that? You got to go to the federal court. It's considered the southern? Okay. Southern district. Let's see. That's not him there. Hold on. See, there's another one. Not there. Nothing found yet in there. So San Diego is southern, right? Okay. Oh. Okay. You sure it's not central, y'all? You guys were right. It is the Southern District. The federal court is the Southern District. So tomorrow we should know the details of what he's being arrested for. Right now we don't know the details, and I just tried to look it up in Pacers, and it's not there yet. Anything is possible. Okay, what did you say? Let me see what Tay B said. They're gonna get Boosie with a Rico, and he knew it was coming, like Young Thug. That's why he got all them interviews and album in a short time frame. It's like impossible. Possible, not dumb. Boosie's not dumb. JC said, where did Boosie get arrested at? He got arrested in the San Diego federal court. San Diego at the court building, and the feds came and got him. This says carrying a gun isn't the dumbest thing he has targeted. R. Kelly carried a gun, LOL. R. Kelly carried a gun. Huh? Every celebrity carries. I'm from the West Coast. Anything is possible. It's southern. San Diego County is southernmost region for Southern California. Don K says it's legal where he lives. He was traveling. It's legal where he lives. He was traveling. Okay, I've read that twice. It was a mistake, and one of his patness was taking the charge since he is at the business that operates. All right, says without him, they have no business. Azizia says you can't carry a gun if you're a felon, no matter what circumstances. Dom says still he's being held in San Diego. Yes, he's being held in San Diego. Nosy Rosie said good evening, Sylvia. Hey, Rosie. Miami Day said one of his boys would take the charge because he is. All right. Tall Glass says he got a California resident, hence the feds picked it up. Oh, wow. And Sanquita says I'm in Oakland waiting on them to pick the Tupac secure way street up. Okay. Miami. They say yeah. Okay. Right. So that is where we're at right now. So can I move on to the next topic now? Everybody's okay with what we know? We haven't gotten all the details, but it is being reported by quite a few outlets that he has been arrested. He has been arrested on, one place said gun charge. Another place says it hasn't been decided what it is. They're investigating him regarding whatever the charges are. Shake my head. Yeah, so it's not in the system yet, but once I get that information, I will bring you guys the update. Okay, now here's what I'm going to be bringing to you guys, Mr. Kelly stuff, okay? All right, just recently, Faith Evans, Faith Rogers submitted paperwork on Mr. Kelly and requesting that I'm going to read the motion for you guys. Hold on, let me just bring that up. And this was done on the 30th of May. This was done on the 30th of May. And let me put my trusty old logo here. And I'm going to read it to you guys. All right, here we go. All right, and it says here, let me just bring this up. All right, we have Faith Rogers plaintiff against Robert Sylvester Kelly. Now, you know, guys, she came back on her own, directed to Mr. Kelly, but remember before, she was part of a class action with a couple of different ones, so she decided to put a motion on her own on this particular case, the same case. Case docket number 154756-2018. This is like from 2018 that they're redoing this. It says notice of motion. Please take notice that upon the attached plaintiff motion to compel discovery. You guys, remember we read this before, but tomorrow, they are asking the judge to grant. Here we go. Okay, you ready? You guys ready? Because I always want to bring you guys up-to-date information of what's happening with Mr. Kelly. Okay? All right, you ready? All right. Notice of motion. Please take notice that upon the attached plaintiff motion to compel discovery and the exhibits attached thereto, and upon all the proceeding in this case to date, the plaintiff will move in this court at 9:30 a.m. on the 15th of June, which is tomorrow, y'all, 2023, at 60 Central Street, New York, New York, 10013. Motion submitted part, room 130, for an order granting the following to the Malvant. Grant plaintiff motion to compel discovery and granting such other and further relief that this court may deem just and proper. Date May 30th, 2023, New York. Respectively submitted 30th day of May 2023, Charles Tucker, Esquire, and the Cochran firm, Hyattsville. Okay. And this is the same guy. So I guess Tom Farinella is, supposed to be the person. How is he going to they don't work for him no more. Oh, what? They sent it to Tom and Doug Anton. What happened to Jennifer? Y'all, this is some shady stuff. How you going to send it to them and not send it to his attorney? This is shady, y'all. This is shady. This is shady. This is some shenanigan, guys. This is some shady stuff that's going on. How are you going to send it to attorneys that's not represented? So now I guarantee you they're going to be trying to get a default judgment. How much you make a bet? Anybody want to bet me? How much you guys want to make a bet that they're trying to get a default? They're sending it to the wrong attorneys. You're not responding to me. All right, so I think whoever needs to get in contact with somebody, need to tell somebody something, because obviously Jennifer won't get this document because her name is not on here. Nope, his name is not on here. But I'm going to go ahead and read the rest of this thing to you guys. Hold on, y'all. Let's go ahead and read this. This is from the 23rd of May. He hasn't been an attorney in a row. Do I know the charges for Katuba butter? As far as Boosie's charges, we don't have the details of the charges yet. We don't have the details of the charges, but as soon as I get the details, I will be dropping the information to you guys. As soon as I get the details, I will be dropping it. But I don't have the details of his charges as of yet. But the feds did pick him up, and I will be, searching through the info. So I don't know how true, how long. I don't even know when the first hearing is going to be. We're going to check that out. Let me take this thing off my face. Take this off my face for a second. So I don't know exactly when the first hearing is going to be. But Dom is gonna go check it out because he's over there in that area, and he's gonna give me the 411 on that. So shout out to Dom. He's gonna do the legwork. He's gonna walk over there and check it out. Okay, so we're gonna let me still explore some of the stuff that's going on. Let's see what's going on. Okay, they say they don't know the circumstances that led up to the arrest. As for the gun charges, Boosie has been that has been dropped by the state. So let me see what else who else could have something on them. Okay, somebody got 34 minutes ago. Let's see what they say on this one. They said, no, it doesn't have anything. Nope, nothing updated yet. So it's still a developing story. If somebody was in California, they'd be. Okay, we don't have the update on the information yet. Okay. It's just still developing story. So as soon as I get the details, I will share the details with you guys. Hold on a second. It says Boosie Badass pleaded not guilty on one count of felony possession of a weapon in San Diego courtroom. And it says the Baton Rouge, Louisiana rapper born Torrance Hatch Jr. and previously known as Little Boosie was arrested. All right, it says. Okay, let's see. Oh, you know what, guys? I think one of the reasons why the feds picked him up, because remember he had a charge in Georgia for a gun charge on 2019. Then he had a charge in California because of them the state line stuff. That's why. Because whenever you cross a state line, they can charge you with a federal charge and not just a state. That's why the state dropped it. Yeah. Because in Georgia 2019, he was arrested in Georgia on gun charges and drug possession in Georgia. So they're putting all that in there. That's how the feds could be able to pick it up. Because whenever you transfer it, it has charges in different state like this. That's how they can pick it up. What do they charge you with? Him bringing a gun against state line. That's what they do. Yeah, you're right, Jason. Absolutely. Yeah, it's because the state dropped it. Yeah, the state dropped it and the feds picked it up because he got one in Georgia, got one in California, and I don't know where else he has it. So that's how they were able to. If he just had it in one state, they wouldn't be able to, pick it up. Remember the video went viral in Georgia? They're going to try to make him sit. California had a mandatory 5 years minimum. Wow. Didn't hear me on the interviews that he did a DJ Vlad. You always carrying a gun with him. Oh, didn't hear me on an interview. Okay, I guess you meant to say I heard him on an interview that he did on DJ Vlad that he always carry a gun with him. My homie just got a gun charge. It gave him probation because it was his first case. But this is not his first case. Remember, he has a couple of cases of gun possession by a felon. Yeah, he has prior, and they're gonna bring all that along with them. They've been trying to get this man for the longest, but see, he's been like not walking that line of Well, okay, here's the thing. In Georgia, right? Let me just tell you, in Georgia, it's not legal to have, to be smoking marijuana for your car to be. And a lot of time, the stops that he has gotten in trouble for has been smoking in, probable cause to stop them, right? And when they do a probable cause, that's when they turn around and search his car, and then they find the gun and things like that. Hey, King Payne. I was just talking about Boosie getting arrested in San Diego. The state just dropped his charges, and then the feds pick him up. The feds picked him up and arrested him. They just breaking news. It's not on the Paces system yet. So once I got that in there, then I can give you guys the details on what they're charging him with. But I was explaining to them that back in 2019, he was arrested in Georgia. But he was arrested since then too for drug charges in Georgia. I know 19 they found a gun in his car, but I think 21 they stopped him. It's like they've been stopping him quite a few times in Georgia. Jazzy says, wow, he's still catching cases at his old age. Yeah, so I mean, here's my thought on all of this, right? If you know that they're targeting at you, right? So the gun charges was dropped. For the state, cooking, for the state, it was dropped. But the feds just picked them up. The feds picked them up, and they're going to utilize all the different state charges, because remember I remember there was a Texas one too. So if you put up your Cash App, it costs you every time you go into Paces. Okay, let me put up my Cash App. Hold on a second. Let me put up my Cash App. Hold on. Okay, here's my Cash App and my other stuff, guys. If you want to support this channel and me pulling these transcripts and stuff like that, because Paces do cost, y'all. It's not free at all. So it's better to get caught with it than without it, Sylvia. He is little Boosie. That's true. Cali has strict gun laws. So Nero, why do people go to those type of states that have strong laws? Like New York, California, and all that. Okay, you're gonna go to the court by closing. Okay, what's going on with Kel's ND Faith? Cooking, you're late, young lady, but Faith has put in for tomorrow, supposed to be a hearing. And guess what? They send the stuff to attorneys that's not even working on his case. They didn't even send it to Jennifer. So they're asking the judge for I was about to read all the stuff that was in it, but I've been talking about the Boosie things. I'm going back and forth, so just bear with me for a second. I will. Thank you. Oh, you're such a sweetheart. Think of my baby. Thank you, King. Thank you, darling. But as soon as we get the information, Dom is gonna go asking for his medical records. Yeah, she's asking for his medical. Thank you, Rena. Thank you, Rena. I appreciate you. Yeah, she's asking, but I was gonna go into detail and give it to you. Yeah, so he says, if I can't carry in your state, I ain't going. he was in the best state. Texas and Georgia are the states. Rena, she's not getting that. Texas, Georgia, those are carrying states. If you have to carry a gun, and now if you in the state of Florida, you don't even need a permit. I think they just passed that law in Florida. You don't even need a permit to carry a gun. I would, if I have to carry a gun all the time, I would stay with the states that has gun-friendly laws. I would not go to the states that you can't carry. Hold on a second, my daughter called me. Hey, lady. Sorry about that, guys. That was Dallas. You know how kids are. What was I saying?
Dallas.
She called me again. Oh, she made a mistake and called me. She must have. It says King. It says they close at 4:30. I'll be up there around 4. Okay, so guys, we're gonna be waiting for Dom. Dom is gonna give us the update because he he don't live, but he's close to over there, and he can get that information from us. King Pan, you close to over there too? Aren't you in California, Cali? It seemed like he likes to go back to prison. Why be an ex-felon riding around with the firearms? Because he is Boosie. Oh, y'all gotta play my music, y'all. Hold on. I gotta play my Cash App music. Hold on. So much Thank you, Steffi, for the Cash App. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah. Boosie was shot even 2 years ago. That's why he carries. But Dom. See, here's the deal. Have somebody else carry it for you, especially you're an entertainer like that. Let somebody else carry. Why would you carry it yourself? Don't carry it. Stay away from carrying it yourself. Let somebody else carry it. You got enough entourage around you. You got security. You can let the security person carry that gun. You don't need to carry it, especially if you know that you're going to get in trouble. And don't go to states that have strict laws with the gun. Stay away from those states that have strict laws with guns, because you know he's a target. He's a target. And then you're going on Vlad's show and you're telling all your business. So why do you go over there and everybody say Vlad is the popo? Stay away from his channel. You know what I'm saying? No excuse. He should handle it properly. So he can't protect his freedom. He can hire carry. Thank you. Yes, there we go. There it is. My sentiments exactly. Have somebody to carry it for you. You got enough money to pay somebody just to carry it with you. You got enough dough. You don't need to do that. You don't need to carry it. And now it's like, now you got to go fight a case. But he did say he was going to learn the law, so he probably have enough time to sit in there. Will they give him they're going to give him a bill. They're going to give him a bill. Yeah, they're going to give him a bill. How much of a bill? That's the question. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll definitely keep an eye on that. You guys, you still got questions on that? Because I was going to go on to my next. He recently went on a lot of shows this week, and he mentioned it. They be watching. Yeah, I agree. The Rocket Man, he just said today he wanted to become a defensive. I know. He said it. So now he's gonna this. Sometime things happen. It pushes you. You have an idea. You're too scared to go ahead and do the idea. There's some things just push you to it, and you put it out of his mind into the atmosphere, into the universe, and the universe is gonna give him exactly what he wants. He wants to be an attorney, defense attorney. You know how many jail rock house lawyers there are? That is a time where you can do a lot of reading. You ain't got nothing else to do but to read and exercise, right? Okay, because being a gangster is much more than him being rich with freedom. The average Negro thinking in today's world. Hey, Cora. Oh, you feel better now? I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm glad. I missed seeing you. A lot of you guys I haven't seen in a while. Tyrese is just indirectly said this could happen to him. $10,000 ain't worth it. That's true. Isn't it? No, 100,000. That's what he's paying people to be on the on as an interviewer. Is it 10,000? 10,000 or 100,000? Something like that. Yeah, I wouldn't be on Vlad's thing at all. Because everybody goes on there gets in trouble. That's the popo right there. Okay, can I go on to our next topic now? Can I move on? You guys, all minds clear? And I still have the footage to show you guys from Young Thug's case, right? Boosie got set up in his house just for Vlad. He has a setup in his house just for Vlad. Wow. And he trusts Vlad like that? Oh, wow. All right, let me go ahead and say allegedly. Okay, allegedly. Allegedly. I'm going to say 1,000 times. Allegedly. I don't know anything about factual unless I read it. Allegedly. Okay, let's go ahead on and read this thing here in regards to faith. This is what she's asking for in regards to Mr. Kelly. Hold on a second. Let's go ahead and okay. Sorry, guys. I'm getting a lot of messages. Thank you. All right, here we go. Let me make this bigger. Can you guys see this? I'm gonna put my Cash App up. My Cash App is up. My Cash App is up. Put my Cash App in the chat then. Y'all guys can see the Cash App, right? she's keep telling me, put the Cash App up, put the Cash App up. Okay, there it is. The Cash App is up. You guys, if you wanna submit a Cash App, it's $TUMUSIIM as in Mary, E as in Edward. All right. Sylv, I'll text you when I go. Just did research, and when you're a previous felon, state gun charges are usually dropped and picked up by the feds. Wow. Y'all, do y'all see that? Mandatory 10 to 15 years. Oh my God. What? Hey, Carla. Oh my God. Really? It's a mandatory minimum 10 to 15 years. Wow. Dang, he'll be 50 years old when he get out. 85%, so he'll be near 50. Wow. But the good thing is, he can do stuff in the prison why are we putting him in prison already? Why are we putting him? Okay, we're not even gonna say that because we don't know what his lawyer could do and stuff like that. So I'm not even gonna speak that negativity. But I know one thing, he really is going to hone in studying the law. I think he's gonna hone in studying the law. I really believe that. I really believe that. Okay. All right, good evening. Hey, Kimberly. Okay, can we start reading this thing here now? Can I start reading the R. Kelly stuff? Or do you guys not want to hear it? Yeah, let me know. Yeah, I believe he paid him. Rita says, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. HR, how are you? Haven't seen you in the chat in a while. Miss T. London, please read it. Please read. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read this. Okay, guys, don't forget to hit the like button when you guys come in if you hadn't had a chance to do that. And those who appreciate the information, please share it. It helps to bring people to the channel. And I would truly appreciate you guys taking that time to doing that for me. Okay? All right, let's get started with this. And guys, I will be covering Boosie, keep you guys abreast of what's happening with his case if it goes into anything. You thought you was in Africa. Why did you think you was in Africa? Because I put the music on? Hey, I'm embracing my heritage. I'm embracing my heritage, young lady. Okay, here we go. It says Faith A. Rogers, plaintiff versus Robert Sylvester Kelly, aka R. Kelly. Plaintiff first set of I can't even say the word. Interrogatories, request of admission, and request for production of documents and things propounded to defendant. Comes now plaintiff Faith A. Rogers, plaintiff, and propounds her first set of interrogatories, request for admission and request for production of documents to defendant to be answered in accordance to the New York Civil Practice and Law rules under Article 31 ETSQ, which with specific reference to New York CPLR 31 3101 3123 3130 3131. It is hereby directed that answers and responses for the following interrogatories admission, that requests for production should be received in writing under oath within 30 days of service thereof. Interrogatories. Number 1, state your full name, date of birth, place of birth, birthplace, and all addresses for the last 10 years. 2, state the date, time, and place when you first personally met the plaintiff. 3, state time, date, and place where you were at the time you ever talked. What kind of mess? Okay, you ever talked to. Number 4, state the place where the first time defendant engaged in sexual encounter with the plaintiff. 5, list in detail, including the dates and time of every telephone conversation that you have had with the plaintiff since you initially met in 2017. Number 6, state the name and addresses of any financial institution in which you have accounts that you may deposit monies and can withdraw monies. State the type of accounts, style of account, and account number of each. Well, let's take a look at what you guys are saying on here, because I'm very curious of what you guys got to say about these things. Boosie, go pay another 50,000. Yes, he probably will. And Miss T. London says, hey Ashley, okay, hello everyone. Hey Charmin. Audra says, Georgia, it is crazy how the system set up to deter us from getting a real education. Law, engineering, trades, etc., just so that we are always dependent on others to be our lawyers and builders, etc. Rita says, don't overdo it now. Your body needs rest. Baby boy needs you. Okay. T-Girl says, I think this is for the lawsuit her and Lizette have against him and Don Russell. And Black Beauty says, who remembers that? And I don't think anybody remembers half of the crap that's being asked right here. And T-Girl said, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Faith needs to sit the hell down and get a real job. And Pretty Brown Eyes says, T-Girl, right. Okay, so they're asking for these details of these things here, okay? And Cooking Wine says, Cooking with Nay says, basically the girl just want more money, huh? I agree with you, Cooking with Wine. I guess her OnlyFans or fan only account page is not working too well for her, so I guess she's going out there allegedly trying to get this extra coins right here. All right, number 7. List all bank accounts used to purchase flights, hotel, gifts, and send money on behalf of plaintiff. Number 8, list each credit card that you have and have had the ability to use from January 2017 to present, including the account number of each credit card, the date each credit card was used each time from January 2017 to January 2019, and what the credit card was used for. Okay, number 9, state each and every time airline trip that you have taken from 2017 to present, including the date and time of the airline and where you got on the airplane and where you got off and the date and time you returned. So who is she asking this question to? Is she asking it to herself or to the attorney or to Mr. Kelly? I'm a little confused. Who is she asking this particular question to? AR says, hey, Sylvia. Hey, AR. Queen says, dismissed. Miss Green Eye says, I thought they didn't need Mr. Kelly's money. Okay. Queen says she doesn't have herpes. Miss T. London says she's a crook. And Miss Green Queen says this is a repeat of her earlier filing. Yeah. Galatian says, just got off work. Hello, Miss Sylvia in chat. Hey, Galatian. But guys, let's continue to read some of these. What I'm reading, all those that's coming into the chat, what I'm reading is the interrogatory, whatever that word is. Interrogatory. Somebody enunciate that for me, because you guys know me and these words. I be getting tongue twisted, tongue tied, and I know it in my head, but when it's getting ready to come out my mouth, it gets all discombobulated some kind of way. So I need y'all help. Y'all help a sister out. Do it in a like enunciation way, like Tara, you know what I'm saying? Help a sister out. All right, let's go. I'll be looking for y'all to help me out with that word, okay? So I stop being ebonic with you guys. Okay. Number nine. State each and every airline trip that you have taken from January 2017 to present, including date and time of the airline and where you got on the airplane and where you got off and the date and time you returned. Whoa. Number 10, who is going to remember that? Not me. Man, they better sit down somewhere. Number 10, state each and every airline that you know of that was taken by plaintiff and defendant. Oh, so they asked an attorney. Okay, because they said state each. Okay. That's plaintiff and defendant. Okay. From January 2017 to present, including date and time of the departure of the flight and the date and time of the return of that airline. Number 11, state each and every hospital or clinic that you know that you were a patient of or were otherwise admitted for the purpose of seeking medical services from January 17th to January 19th. 12, state the names, address, and contact information of any and all medical professional that you receive medical diagnosis, treatment, and have otherwise such interacted with. Number 13, state the name and the last known address of every hotel or motel or other hospitality location where you have stayed when plaintiff was in the same city as you. Number 14, state with specificity, tongue twister, any hotel, motel, and other hospitality location where you stayed with plaintiff. Number 15, state the date, time, and location of each instance that you had sexual relations with plaintiff from January 2017 to January 2019. Number 16, state the address and contact information of Diane Copeland. Number 17, please list any person who intend to call as witness at trial of this case. For each person can expect a call as a witness, please state the witness name, address, whether related to you, or a short summary of the subject matter, or which the witness shall testify. Number 18, state the names state the names and last known address of any expert witness which you intend to call at trial of this cause, and for each provide the following: A, qualification; B, subject matter which the expert will testify on; C, the substance of the facts and opinion on which the expert is expected to testify in; D, the summary of the grounds of each opinion of each of the aforesaid expert. Request for admission. Number 1, admit that you met the plaintiff. Okay. Admit that you met the plaintiff March of 2017 after one of your performances in San Antonio, Texas. 2, admit that you had sexual relationship with plaintiff. 3, admit that you had been diagnosed with sexually transmitted infection prior to or during your sexual relationship with plaintiff. 4, admit that you were aware of your health statutes regarding status. status regarding the sexual transmitted infection when you engage in a sexual relationship with plaintiff. 5, admit that you never alerted plaintiff as to your health status regarding this sexual transmitted infection you were diagnosed with. 6, admit that you forced plaintiff into engaging in sexual act without her consent. 7, admit that you have engaged in sexual act with multiple women while knowing of your diagnosis regarding your sexual transmitted disease. 8, admit that plaintiff and you telephoned each other prior to a sexual relationship developing between you. 9, admit that between January 2017 and January 2019, you paid for flights so that the plaintiff could visit you in various locations. Number 10, admit that you illegally furnished alcohol to plaintiff while she was still underage. How the hell she was underage? She wasn't. Oh, you got to be 21. Okay, never mind. Number 11, admit that you locked plaintiff in secluded area, including rooms, studios, and motor vehicles for the extended period of time. How do you get locked up inside of a car? You just open up the door if you're inside the car, right? Okay, let me take a look and see what you guys are saying. Let me see. Let me go back up. She says she's a crook, repeating earlier filing, just got off. Okay. All right. Rita says, JB, where you at? We need 4. You have 2 to get this ASAP because this walk and blow up doll has lost her rabbit a mind. Hit the like, content, share, subscribe, and hit the bell. Thank you, guys. Didn't she say she's no victim? Why she isn't asking for money and she's the one who made her own bad decision? Yes, she did, Bree. And Rena said, what? And Queen E says, all of this for ugly ass girl. Black Beauty said, admit that she was having sex with the backup singer over here. Okay. Then Queen said, admit you was drinking way before Robert. AR said, admit you all. Let's start this. Oh, Lord, let's start here. Start there. This is BS. I was happy to be around him. She was happy to be around him. So you're right. That's right. Okay. Let me go ahead and finish reading these. Okay. Admit you locked plaintiff up in secluded areas, including rooms, studios, and motor vehicles for extended period of time. Admit that Diane Copeland made travel arrangements specifically for plaintiff to visit you. Admit that Diane Copeland knew about the sexual relationship between yourself and the plaintiff. Admit that Diane Copeland facilitated ratify and perpetrated the relationship between yourself, plaintiff, and other women. Production of document and things. Number 1, please produce copies of your check stub, bank statement, and any other information for any accounts that you had with a financial institution from January 2017 to January 2019. Number 2, please produce copies of all credit card bills from January 2017 to January 2019. Number 3, please produce copies of all airline tickets from January 2017 to January 2019. Please produce copies of all hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, if you're girl, let me stop. Hotel, motel, and other hospitality location bills from January 2017 to January 2019. Please produce copies of all telephone bills from January 2017 to January 2019. Please produce copies of all documentation regarding hospital, clinic, and other medical services. Medical services you received from January 2017 to January 2019. Number 7, please produce copies of all documentation regarding your sexual transmitted infectious status for the past 5 years, including A, medical prescription, medications subscribed, B, document regarding diagnosis, C, any other documents regarding discussing or reviewing your sexual transmitted infection. Number 8, please produce a copy of your state and federal income tax return that you received from January 2017 to January 2019. Number 9, please produce any copies of your check stub from your employment that you received from January 2017 to January 2019. Number 10, please produce copies of any vacation schedules or any documentation showing any vacation that you took from January 2017 to January 2019. And this was dated on 12/8/2020. All right, this is Charles Tucker and certification of service. And they sent it again to Tom Farinella, to Doug Anton, and that is it. All right. So that is the stuff here. What do you guys think about this? I know I say interrogating, but interrogatory, that's the problem. I need you guys to put the enunciation on how to say that. You know what I'm saying? I know I say interrogation. I know I say interrogate, but interrogatory it's the other part of it. Admit your. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go up where you guys are saying. We gotta go up. Okay. Lady Miss T London is laughing. This some BS. She was happy to be around him. Wasn't it proven already that she had those bombs? Some crazy people type this up because ain't no way. And T Girl said this ain't going nowhere. She already said at trial that she was able to come and go and call him when she wanted to see him. Her medical records, and her mother says that she doesn't have herpes. Interrogatory. That still didn't work for me. I still didn't say it right. Teresa, I still didn't say it right. Teresa, I still didn't say it right. You gotta say, T-E-E, Gucci, or Teresa, gotta try it again. Girl, take your bumpy A on somewhere with this BS. I can't wait for Jennifer to get a hold of this. Admit your daddy pulpit pimping and the money law. Oh Lord. Now, admit your mama got on live saying you were exposed to herpes and you don't have it. Like interrogating, drilling them with question. She needs to produce how much she made around those times, Dad gold digger with the bumpy booty. This mess is crazy. In the words of Robert Kelly, this be done lost her mind. Real talk. Hey, Grand Tourist. And it says, Trissy says, all she's going to do is get sucked with a bill from the lawyer. That's like RL. This is just showing what a liar she is. interrogatory, interrogatory, interrogatory. Okay, I'm messing up now. It says those people promised them so much money and it fell through. I thought Gloria was her attorney. She jumped ship and she realized no money to get. Trissy Parker, that part. Okay. And Stephanie said, almost. I didn't get it, y'all. I didn't get it. So that is it. So what, you know what? In the meantime, I'll go ahead and play these last bit of for Mr. The last case we're going to talk about right now is Young Thug. As I said in the beginning of this live, we are still in the jury selection process, which has been so long and tedious. I think this is the part where the juror says something about this is where the juror said something about the S word when you delete yourself. Yeah, this is when the juror says something about the deletion of self. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this. This was from last week, from court. Okay, let's continue. Let it roll. Camera roll. Let me put my little thing here so people don't be trying to take my stuff. Okay. Oh, that's too loud, too big. Okay, there we go. All right, so this sounds ridiculous. No one has all that information. Sounds like her attorney. Yeah, I mean, come on. Who is going to remember all that? None of us is going to remember that. Half of us already thrown those plane ticket stuff away. All we have is pictures sometime and no memory of anything else other than what we see on pictures. Because let me tell you something. I don't even remember what happened like an hour ago sometime. You know what I mean? So how in the heck is a 50-something-year-old man going to remember all of those details? Still lost her mind. Lost her everlasting mind. Okay, let's go. All right, let's go, guys. And remember, Dom is going to get the information from me in regarding to Boosie's situation. So we will be on the lookout for that. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and play. It is ridiculous. It's crazy. It's really, really ridiculous. I mean, it's outrageous. All right, let's go ahead on. And guys, please hit the like button and share if you don't mind. This helps the algorithm. This helps us to get the content out. And if you like what you're hearing, even if you don't like it, you're going to hit the dislike button. It's okay if you do that as well. I just want to know that you're here and you're participating in this channel. I love interacting with the folks. That's why I read your guys' messages, okay? Welcome to those who are new to this channel. Don't forget to hit the like button. All right, let's go ahead on and play my for the show. Remember, guys, I have been at the courthouse with the Young Thug case, and it's been a long, tedious process. Tedious. A lot of lawyers are no longer part of the case. The case started out with 28 defendants originally. Now we're down to 8. And you got one defendant currently is in another case who he's supposed to be on trial on that case. So the judge is trying to weigh out, the timing and things like that. Okay. Now, Kel's attorney needs to find that her ex of hers and get her airline and hotel information and bank statement, including her parents' information. Well, don't forget the tax papers. Okay, Alberta, you're right. It's supposed to be a two-way street. Okay, let's go.
Is it Delphont? Font? All right, and Ms. Talley, is the 21st of June at 9 o'clock sufficient for you all?
It's good for me. Ms. Talley will be on vacation. I can up here right now.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right, madam. We'll let you go on vacation. All right, and councilors, Mr. Johnson, that gives you enough time to seek the advice of counsel and take care of other business? Okay. All right. The court, as mentioned earlier, had ex parte conversations with with defense counsel. That part of the record will be sealed. What I will do is at this point, Mr. Johnson, since the computer has been returned to you, and I believe it's still in an evidence container, is that correct, or an evidence bag?
That's correct.
All right, I'll direct at this point in time that you not open that bag and that you return that to my chambers by tomorrow morning at 9:30. Okay. All right. I am given what has been proffered to me at this point in time. I am going to go ahead and follow part of the dictates of 17-532C, in which the court will go ahead and appoint a special master. I'm going to identify a special master that will be a member of the bar, as maintained by the State Bar of Georgia, and that particular person, I will have them present on the 21st of June to go ahead and to take physical custody of the computer, as well as to discuss other issues that may be raised as appropriate. This time I'll take up anything I'll give any affected party to Mr. Johnson and any other affected party the opportunity to claim or assert privilege, and then the court will follow that particular proceeding. But I will go ahead at that point in time, Mr. Johnson, and take up on the 17th at least. The 21st. We'll at least get you identify your counsel, and I'll go ahead and start that particular part of the proceedings to make sure that any privileged material is in fact maintained. So. Okay, so any questions in regards to what's going to happen on the 21st?
I'm going to have to say.
Yes, sir.
I went along with the date. The Fulton County Sheriff's Office took out this search warrant today, which is June 8th. If the court allows that to be executed on the 21st, that will fall outside the statutory timeline of 10 days in which a search warrant must be executed.
It hasn't been executed as of yet.
We don't have a computer, so we can't execute the search warrant because the computer is in Mr. Johnson's possession. And the search warrant is for the laptop, for the computer itself. So we have not. The original warrant that was taken out on May 30th was executed on May 31st, and a search was conducted on portions of the laptop. I'm not intending on utilizing that evidence or contesting that search warrant was bad. The new one was taken this morning, and per the court's order, Mr. Johnson has possession of that laptop. It was returned to him on Tuesday morning of this week. And so we will run into a technical issue.
Okay. Can he tender, or can we remedy that by him going ahead and providing that laptop today?
Yes, Judge. If he provides it to the Fulton County Sheriff's Office, even if it's directed from you not to search it until the 21st from the special master, I think if he turns that over, if it's executed, then we're fine when it comes to the statutory deadline.
Okay. Mr. Johnson, can you turn that over to the sheriff's office? Who's your point of contact?
It's investigator Coleman, who's right here, Judge, he'd be acting on the search warrant.
Can you turn that over or tender that by 2 o'clock today?
Your Honor, as I'm drive, I mean, I'll be able to get cheap by 2 o'clock today. I don't have to go retrieve it. I don't have to go to possession right now. Your Honor. Well,
Sir.
You're saying that have it to you by 9:30 in the morning tomorrow morning. I definitely get that.
We just don't want to run into any problem with it being outside the parameters of execution of the warrant.
Tomorrow morning works for the state judge. That's
As long as it's tendered to my chambers.
as long as it's turned over to the Fulton County Sheriff's Office and
Okay.
then to effectuate the search warrant, the execution of the search warrant. Now, the search warrant is for the laptop itself. We'll take an additional search warrant for a forensic download of that at the appropriate time, but we have to take physical possession of the laptop and
Okay.
execute the search warrant.
All right. Mr. Steele?
Your Honor, I would like the court to do two things, if you don't mind reviewing. Based upon Mr. Delfon's representation and based upon what I just heard from Mr. Johnson, the search warrant is invalid because it states that this property is at 185 Central Avenue, and it's clearly not there when it was signed. So the state, unless they have a good faith belief, does not even know that this computer is in Fulton County. So the search warrant it's not a valid reason to take it. Second of all, giving over a lawyer's computer to the sheriff's office, even with the order, I would again ask that the court take it, and that should satisfy Mr. Delfon. What he stated is they are not going to search the computer based upon that warrant, so there is no 10-day necessity, and the court will take the computer, and then if they get another search warrant, obviously there'll be other.
Is that sufficient, sir?
I disagree with Mr. Steele, which is not surprising. But in terms of, I think the execution of the search warrant, the search warrant is for the physical laptop itself. To execute that, the sheriff's office has to take custody of it.
Can't they get it from my office tomorrow morning at
Yes, sir.
9:30? Will that be sufficient, sir?
Yes, Judge.
All right. So, Mr. Johnson, can you turn it over to my chambers in 8F tomorrow morning at, let's just say, 9:15?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And if you do it, if he gives it to the sheriff's office, in the sheriff's office, then just give it right back to you. It's been executed. You discuss this. You're gonna take custody of it. So let's give it to the sheriff. Boom, it's executed. And then we have it held in the court's possession until further order.
Until I appoint the master to then conduct the search pursuant to 17-532D.
And Judge, I don't care whether it's in your chambers or the sheriff's office, it doesn't make any difference. You're not going to be searching it until we have further hearing. I just want to avoid showing up on the 21st and then an enumeration gets raised that we didn't execute the warrant within 10 days. So as long as we can satisfy the statute, the sheriff's office takes it and gives it back to you.
That would be fine. So, who's your investigator?
It's investigator McCormick, Judge.
Investigator McCormick, just be in my chambers tomorrow morning at 9:15, and you can take it, and that will suffice the statute, and then you can return it directly to me at that point in time, and I'll just keep it in our chambers until such time as the case is heard on the 21st. Okay. All right. That's sufficient, counsels? Okay, under the circumstances. All right. Okay, so that's our issue in that respect. Ms. Love and Mr. Smith, this applies to you all at this point in time, given the fact that there was in fact a new warrant that was executed this morning and the allegations therein, as well as I'm going to also, for the purposes of record, as the next court exhibit note, has been brought to the court's attention that there is an individual who has been arrested for violation of oath of public officer, who has been alleged to have had some type of relationship with Mr. Eppinger and has been using Instagram to speak with inside and outside the courtroom. Given that, and given what has been alleged in the affidavit, which is just assertions at this point in time involving Mr. Johnson, it sets up a conflict between Mr. Johnson and Mr. Eppinger. So I'm going to go ahead and sever him at this point in time. So that's the reason why I wanted you to be here, for you to hear from me. But given that there is a definite conflict between the two, at this point, I'm going to have to do that. And I know you have objected to it, but I wanted you to hear from me.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Well, you're still his counsel at this point in time, so I don't believe that that would be prudent under the circumstances.
I believe it goes directly to the issue raised as far as the conflict.
Well, it would be, he certainly has a Fifth Amendment privilege at this point in time, and I don't believe that that would be appropriate for him to do at this point in time. So, Mr. Eppinger, I'm not going to hear from you at this point. I believe that you probably need to seek the advice of counsel in that respect.
And Your Honor, just out of curiosity, is the court willing to hear a request or a motion to reconsider later today? Is the court willing to entertain that?
Madam, I'm duty bound to of course, listen to anything you would file at this point in time. But I think the problem that the challenge that the court's gonna have is, since the new affidavit alleges, unfortunately, that Mr. Johnson may be involved, then that sets up a conflict. And I don't believe that that would be prudent for the court to go ahead and continue this particular issue with Mr. Johnson. That's the reason why. And also, just to flesh out the record in this respect, I have said under many circumstances before that this is a security issue, and the court's responsible for the safety of all parties in this particular case, and communications and other things that have been attempted to be inserted in this particular courtroom. The court definitely has an interest in making sure that everyone's safety is of paramount. So for those reasons, I'm going to go ahead and sever at this point.
And just on the record, Your Honor.
Sir.
Just on the record.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Eppinger has advised that he is in the office.
Okay, that's fine. All right. And we will revisit that as an appropriate time. Let's just get through the next proceedings and see what happens. Okay. All right. So, if you could take Mr. Eppinger, please. He can be removed at this point in time.
Judge, the appointment for the Cleveland District Attorney's Office was.
Has that been filed, sir, with the clerk?
I believe it was filed by my office, Judge, but it has now remedied that.
Just check Odyssey, or have Ms. Love check Odyssey, or your office to check Odyssey, I should say, just to make sure it's been filed. I was looking for a copy this morning to make sure. Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. I'll accept that in open court. I'll also want the affidavit for search warrant as the next court exhibit. All right. You may.
Judge statements that the appointment order is for the Cleveland District Attorney's Office to handle the matter of the search of Mr. Johnson's computer only. I believe that based on the court's ruling, that concludes my business.
That should conclude your business, sir. I will include the appointment letter as the next exhibit in order, and we will see you all on the 21st of June, or you, sir, specifically, at 9 o'clock in courtroom 1C. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Nice to see you.
Okay. Nice to see you. Okay. All right. We're going to turn things over to Ms. Love and Mr. Smith. You can go ahead and take the seats at this point in time.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Say again. No, not this time, sir. Not this time. Okay. Just court's exhibits in order.
Mr. Johnson.
Yes, sir.
On the 21st, did you bring in all of your notes from just for the time being from the jurors and jurors? Yeah, did you bring on just the things that Mr. Randolph and Mr. Kelsey gave you with this whole lot of those for the time being, okay?
And USB drives as well, Mr. Johnson.
Okay, I'll transfer it in front of you, because you have some computer, I'll put it on.
No, just the individual drives they gave you, like we gave everybody else, as well as the juror information.
You want the actual drive itself?
That as well as the printed copies that we give about the juror information.
I'll bring everything out.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Randolph, let's start off with 1788, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
1788, please. All right, juror 1788, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
All right, madam, you've identified for hardship, but I want to say that hardship is based on the fact that you are a child caregiver, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Madam, I understand you also have an affidavit, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you hand that to,
I did already.
Sure.
I gave it to them in the hallway. Oh, well, I have, yeah.
There we go, okay. And how old is your one?
She is 6.
She's what?
6.
And you can't make any other alternative arrangements to take care of that child or that particular.
No, because I do have another document because she and I both are transferring to a new school this year. And based on that hardship transfer, she does not get transportation to her public school. I am her transportation, yes. Yes.
Okay, now,
Do you-
fine.
Do you want this?
No,
Okay.
I'm good. Council's juror 1788 has executed an affidavit for excuse of referral from jury duty. It's based on child caregiver, and it's been signed and notarized. And that coupled with her testimony, is there any further examination I need to make, Mr. Smith or any other individual counsel? May I excuse juror 1788 for statutory hardship? All right, madam, I'm gonna go ahead and excuse you. Wish you the best, okay?
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
All right. Okay, juror 1616, Mr. Randolph.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, y'all, this is like, do you guys want to continue listening to this? But because it's pretty boring. I'm so like over this though, this whole jury selection thing.
All right, juror 1616, good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, you identified for hardship, and I want to say the basis for that hardship is child care and financial. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, how old is your child?
I have 3. They are 6, 4, and 2.
Wow.
Pray for me, please.
I will. Did you have an affidavit, sir, that you had executed?
I have documents, but I don't have an affidavit.
Okay, all right, let's just talk about, let me just talk about your, you and your beloved. What's your pickup and drop-off schedule?
I have 8 a.m., 8:15, and then for 1 and then 2, and then I pick up at 12:45 for one of them, and then 2:30 for another one, and then 2:45 for the final one.
All right, and between you and it's I guess between you and your wife, are you the pickup and drop off logisticians?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have anybody help you out, like any lineal relatives or paid providers that help out?
We do. My goddaughter helps out once a week.
Okay. Other than that, goddaughter helping out once a week. Do you have any other people, any other assistants, or is it just you and your wife?
Just my wife and I.
You're not able to make any other alternative arrangements for the care of those particular children, 6, 4, and 2?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Smith, anything further?
No, sir.
Anything further on behalf of any individual defendant?
No, sir.
May I excuse juror 1616 for statutory hardship?
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to excuse you for statutory hardship, okay? Wish you the best.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
I saw your name. High school. Thank you so much.
Okay, juror Mr. Randolph, 1757, sir. 1757.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor,
Sir,
may I raise it now for that other matter?
yes, you may.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we put that on record yesterday, and you're excused at this point in time, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. No, 1757.
Juror 1757, good morning, madam.
Hey,
Madam, do me a favor, pull your chair up as close as you can to the microphone. Speak directly into it so we can all hear you, okay?
okay.
All right, wonderful. Madam, you identified for hardship. I want to say that hardship is based on medical. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you bring a letter or any other affidavit from your doctor?
No, he said he couldn't give it to me because I have chronic blood pressure, high blood pressure. If I had something terminal, he could give it to me, but he couldn't give me that.
All right, yeah, so you take medication daily?
Yes, sir. I take 3 different blood pressure pills, but the one that it makes me sleep, I take it twice a day.
So the one particular component of your blood pressure medication makes you sleepy?
Yes, sir.
What do you do? We have a little bit of information about you. You work for customer service, and I want to say the place we have that you gave to us is Benevis. Is that correct?
It's benefits.
Benevis?
Yes, sir. I was. That was my last day. Was a Monday.
Okay.
For that company. Yes.
And so you are looking for a job at this point in time, or what?
I'm working now. Temp. I have a temp job now.
Okay. So how do you handle when you're sleepy?
I work from home, so when I'm on my break, when I go to lunch, I can take a nap. I have an hour lunch, so I can take a nap, but I don't have to drive to work. And
what type of work are you doing for the temporary agency at this point?
It's customer service also.
Phone or computer?
Yes, it's on phone.
Okay. All right. Mr. Smith, anything, sir?
No, sir.
Anything about any individual defendant? May I excuse juror 1757 for hardship? All right, madam, I'm going to excuse you for hardship. We wish you the best, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. $1772, Mr. Randolph, please, sir.
Somebody breathing real hard, aren't they? James says, repent and believe the gospel. Come to Jesus and be saved. Amen.
Juror
James.
1772, good morning, madam.
Amen.
Madam, you identified for hardship, and I want to say that's predicated on medical. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, madam, did you bring in a document from your doctor or an affidavit?
Yes, sir.
Can I see that, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, madam, can I go ahead and just I'm going to take the first 2 documents, bless you, first 2 documents and hand you back your folder, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Madam, I have 2 letters from your providers, and how long have you been taking this anxiety medication?
For 19 years.
Okay, and then I also have a letter, it seems like you're undergoing some issues involving breast implant extraction, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's all I'm gonna say about either one of those 2, and to keep it about as nebulous as I can. Counsels, given what our juror has just told us, I have 2 pieces of correspondence from her doctors. One references that she suffers from side effects of this medication she takes, and it asks us to excuse her from jury duty. And then the other one indicates that she's a patient who has a chronic fatigue syndrome and has undergone some issues involving what she testified to in terms of breast implant extraction. Is there any reason or any further reason I need to examine her, Mr. Smith?
No, sir.
Anything on behalf of any individual defendant?
No, Your Honor.
May I excuse juror 1772?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Okay, all right. All right, madam, I'm gonna go ahead and excuse you. We'll wish you the best, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right. $17.74, Mr. Randolph.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Juror 1774, good morning, madam.
Good morning.
Madam, you have identified for hardship, and I want to say the basis of that hardship is medical. Is that correct?
I have doctor's appointments. It's not a medical hardship.
Okay. I have medical and travel, but you said you have doctor's appointments. When are those appointments?
The next one is August 21st.
Okay.
In the Crown.
And then when's the next one after that?
It'll be made after that appointment.
Is this just for a
Crown.
For a crown?
For a Crown.
Okay, madam, I think we can accommodate you on the 21st and one date thereafter. I think I feel pretty confident about that.
Okay.
So would that resolve your scheduling hardship?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's talk about your travel. Where are we traveling to?
Portugal.
Portugal, it's going to be terrible for you. All right, so what dates are we going to Portugal?
Portugal is September 19th through the 23rd.
When did you book that trip, madam? Was it before March the 24th of this year?
Yes, it was after March 24th.
If it's after March the 24th, I can't really do anything for you because I don't hold people to anything that they book prior to you getting your juror summons, because you can't forecast that. But if you book something after you got your summons or it was mailed, when did you actually book your trip to Portugal? Give me the date.
I booked it May 15th.
Yeah, I don't think we can help you out.
The days before I came in for jury duty.
I don't think we'll be able to help you out with that.
Okay.
All right. Did you buy the travel insurance?
No, sir.
All right, hold on. Let me see when the 19th is anyways. Okay, madam, I'm going to ask you this question. I'm going to preface it before I go ahead and ask it to you. Remember when I told you that when you first came in here, there's no right or wrong answers, only honest ones?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, and that still holds. I mean, nothing's going to happen to you if if you tell us something you don't think we want to hear. But attorneys in this particular matter do want your honest answers, and so does the court. So I'm going to ask you this question. Madam, if you weren't able to take your vacation to Portugal and you lost this, money you spent on this trip, would you hold that in any way against the state as well as any individual defendant?
Yes. Yes.
Honestly, I would be upset.
Okay. Would your being upset affect your ability to come into the four walls of this courtroom and give these parties your undivided attention?
It would get me upset. I would have.
I can honestly say, no, I could put that aside.
Oh, she could put it aside?
Do you believe that you could be fair and impartial both to the state of Georgia as well as to each individual defendant?
Based on the travel? Yes, I think I could, based on the fact that I would not be going on that trip. Yes.
Okay, and even though you might, how much did you spend on this trip?
It's little sly of $2,000.
What?
Okay, so the fact that you're going to lose, you possibly could lose $2,000, you would not hold that against the state as well as any individual defendant. Is that correct?
I would try not to. To be honest, it would make me uncomfortable, but I would try not to.
She said it would make her uncomfortable.
Do you believe that you could put aside your irritation or potential annoyance because you weren't able to go to Portugal and listen to this case and give it your undivided attention? And we understand you can't. I mean, that's what the question, I'm asking you.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Okay. All right. So, given that, do you believe that you could listen to this case and give these parties and their interests?
No, she's telling lies. She said she would.
A chance to go to Portugal.
She'll be pissed and say no.
Okay. Mr. Smith, anything further?
No, sir.
Anything about having an individual defendant?
No, Your Honor.
All right. May I excuse Juror 1774 for hardship?
Yes.
All right. Madam, I'm going to excuse you.
Thank you.
Okay.
She better be honest. She knows she's gonna be pissed and upset. Now tell me, how many of you guys listen, okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. I'm gonna poll the people in the chat. I'm gonna poll the folks in the chat. You tell me, if you were one of the jurors, the judge asked you this question and you were about to take your trip, you booked your trip, and now all of a sudden they're telling you that you're not going to be able to go to trip. You're going to lose $2,000 because you didn't buy insurance. Would you be upset that you would take it against these people? Yes or no? Would you be impartial? Just be honest. Would you be impartial? You got to stay there for the next 6 to 9 months. VK say, nope, he can't be impartial. Who else? I would be real mad. Oh, Trissy, you would be impartial? Oh, okay. Y'all would be impartial? Or will you be mad? Which one is it? Trissy said, Trissy said she's sending them to jail. Oh my God. Trissy. Oh. Oh my goodness. Trissy she said she'll be mad and she's sending them to jail. Wow, Trissy. That you'll be. Oh, Galatians said you'll be pissed off. I mean, I would be mad, seriously, especially if I already paid for the trip and I can't get my money back. I'm losing $2,000. No, somebody gonna pay for it. Somebody gonna pay for it. I don't know if I'll take it out on the defendant because it wouldn't. To me, I'm giving my personal opinion now. Ain't got nothing to do with what's going on. My personal opinion is who's keeping me to be there. I would take it out on the prosecution. I know I'm terrible, right? I'm terrible. I would take it out on somebody. I would take it out on somebody. Who's the reason why I'm here? Well, it could be the defendant's fault that you're there because supposedly they did the crime, but who's forcing me to be there and not take the time off? She said, I don't care, I'm out of my money. She said she don't care. She's gonna send them all to jail. I mean, this is not a laughing matter, but this is what the people have to deal with, you know. They're gonna have to be honest of what, you know, it would affect them. I'm not laughing at the people's situation. I'm just laughing at you guys' comment. But you guys are being real. And you don't want to be in a case that you don't want to be there. You don't want to be in a case that's that you really don't want to be there. Everybody deserves to have a fair trial. Right, guys? Right, people? And you probably close your eyes to the evidence, right? You just be like, it's their fault. I'm in here because so Black Beauty said exactly. So I would be upset. I wouldn't sit there and tell lies. Say, oh, I'd be impartial. No, I'm gonna be so upset and like, nope. Y'all got me in here. I wouldn't even listen to the case. I'm just being honest. That would make me so upset.
$17.75, Mr. Randolph.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
They would have to pay you double your fund. Miss Green Eyes said they would have to pay a double your fund. And Black Beauty said they would have to give her money back. Are they going to give her money back? No, they wouldn't give you your money back. You'd lose your money. Okay, check my cash app. Hold on.
All right, juror 1775,
good morning.
All right, hold
Madam,
on.
you identified for hardship.
Hold
and I wanna
on, I
say
got a
it
cash
says that
app.
you're a
Hold on.
student. Are you a full-time student?
Yes.
All right. How many hours you taking?
It's a real estate course, so it's not by hours. It's a 75-hour course, is what it's called, but it's a 3-month course with a 3-month extension.
So you're in it right now?
Correct.
Thank you, Black Beauty, for my cash app.
I started
Can I see it?
Thanks, Black Beauty. Okay, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all.
from when I began.
Man, tell me, you guys, what do you think about this whole process? Do this give you a bad taste in your mouth for the jury system? Huh? Does it? Hold on. Okay, I got a message, y'all. Let's see. Hold on. All right. Yeah, I got a message. Okay. We will have an update in regarding to Boosie's case. I just got a message. What's on? What's going on? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Something happened with my connection here.
Particular jury, that it would be the school system's responsibility to make sure that your job duties and responsibilities were covered, and that would not be your responsibility. You understand that?
Yes,
Yes?
yes,
All right. You seem kind of reluctant, but you do believe me in that respect, that they would have to provide, they would have to figure out coverage for you.
yes,
Okay, all right. And it may be difficult or it may be challenging, but do you understand that this would be your primary place of duty and responsibility if you were selected, right?
yes,
Okay, you understand that, correct?
yes,
Okay, all right. All right. The lawyers in this particular case, at the end of the day, you know, there's no right or wrong answers, just truthful ones. So I need to ask you a couple of questions.
She don't seem
Now,
like too convincing to me.
If you were here for a particular period of time serving on this jury, do you believe you could come here each day and provide and come in the four walls of this courtroom and provide the parties and their interests with your undivided attention while you were here, no matter how long you were each day? 1 hour, 5 hours, 8 hours. Do you believe you?
Hold on, I got another cash app. Hold on, gotta play our music.
Yes,
Thank you,
possibly.
Trissy.
All right, let me go ahead and tell it to you this way, right? Now, there are no right or wrong answers, just honest ones. We're gonna be bound by whatever it is you tell us. Nothing bad's gonna happen to you in whatever you tell us. Because remember, I told you the very first day you came here that, you know, in our society, that, you know, you can say what you want pretty much about.
Okay, thank you, Trissy.
Petition for redress of grievances and the like, and that nothing bad's going to happen to you. But we do want your honest answers. There's no right or wrong answers. So will you come into this courtroom and give these parties your undivided attention?
I will try.
You would try.
Yes,
What do you
sir.
mean you would try? Yes or no? It's a yes or no question.
Yes,
Say again?
yes,
All right. Okay, madam, do you believe you could give both the state of Georgia as well as each individual defendant a fair trial?
no.
Oh, she said no.
And why is that?
Probably because some of the things that I heard during the,
Okay, all right. But you don't believe you could be fair and impartial both of the state as well as to each individual defendant?
no,
All right. Mr. Smith, anything further, sir?
No.
Anything further on behalf of any individual defendant?
Okay.
May I excuse juror 1764?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to excuse you for hardship, madam. We'll wish you the best, okay?
thank you.
Thank you.
She said no, y'all. She said no. Oh my Lord. She just bluntly said no.
$17.65, Mr. Randolph. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, my throat's itching. Oh my God, my throat's itching. Okay, see you later, Trissy.
Juror 1765, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sir, you have identified for hardship, and I want to say the base of that hardship is work-related. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And, sir, we have a little bit of information about you that is self-provided, means you gave it to us. So if I'm correct, are you a college golf coach with Oglethorpe?
Yes, sir.
All right. How long have you been with Oglethorpe?
This is my second year. I took the position after I retired.
Okay, all right. I'm very envious of you having a retirement gig playing golf.
I don't get to play golf.
But at least being around it, teach it, shepherd some folks that are playing is probably pretty rewarding. Sir, how much do they pay you per year? How much did you make last year?
$16,000.
And are you drawing a retirement from Oglethorpe?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Are you drawing a retirement from some other source, sir?
Not at this time, no.
Okay, but this $16,000 is what you are paid from Oglethorpe. Oglethorpe, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any other sources of income?
I have a small manufacturer's rep company. That was the industry that I was in prior. So I occasionally help customers out.
Was that, how long have you had that company, sir?
About a year.
How much did that company make last year?
About $6,000.
6.
Okay.
He's not making no money.
Sir, do you happen to know what Oglethorpe's juror policy is?
No, sir, I don't.
He's gonna have to come back.
Well, here's the thing. Remember the first day you were here, I asked you if you want to be examined for hardship. You said for work related. You need to kind of be able to tell me what your company or entity's juror policy is.
Yes, sir. I have a letter. My hardship is work related because.
Okay, and what is that?
Well, we have a competitive golf schedule.
When does that schedule start, sir?
We have the spring and the fall schedule.
Okay, and when does the fall schedule start?
August 31st.
And does it involve travel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you have a copy of that schedule with you?
Yes, sir.
Can I see it, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, councils, it looks like I'm going to mark his schedule. There's a letter that kind of references, as you can imagine, that he's an invaluable part of the golf program. But for our purposes at this point, there is there are a number of, are you the women's golf coach?
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm the women's head coach and the men's assistant coach.
He has attached, and I'll attach this as part of the record in this case involving Juror 1765. He has attached both the men's and women's golf schedule. And just for the fall, the dates are September 9, 10, 17, 19, 1 through 3 October, 8 through 10 October, 14 to 17 October, and 22 to 24 October. That's the men's schedule. Then the women's is 23 to 25 September 30th to October the 2nd, October 14th to 17th, and October 29th to.
You won't even be here for the trial.
Is there any further reason I need to examine him, Mr. Smith? Anything further on behalf of any individual defendant? May I excuse juror 1765 for hardship? All right, so I'm going to give you this back. I don't need the first part of the letter, but I'll keep the schedule. And I'll include the schedule for both the men and women as our next court exhibit in order. May I excuse juror 1765 for hardship? All right, so I'm going to excuse you for hardship, okay? Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. Sir. Thank you, sir. We can recall 1763. Juror 1763, welcome back. Sir, we'll be able to find out from HR. They say no, they don't pay. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. So, let's kind of finish up your examination at this point in time. So, how many hours a week do you work? 40 hours at $18.50 an hour, is that correct? I work more than 40 hours a week. All right, how many hours a week do you work? Between 55 and 65. All right, let's do 55, okay? And then we'll multiply that by 18.50. So you make about, and this is on the low end at 50 hours, about 1,017.50, correct? So if we multiply that by a month, you make gross somewhere around over $4,000. Is that correct? On a good week. On a good month, I should say. A good month, for sure. All right. And if I were to carry that out about 12 months, you make somewhere over $48,000. Would that be fair to say? Nah. You make more than that, right? No, there's. I'm just using the math you gave me, okay? If you listen, I'm not trying to trick you. You told me you work about 55 hours a week, correct? 55 to 65 hours a week, right? Yes. All right. So if I multiply that by 18 and 18.50, that's what you told me you make per hour. That equals about $1,017. All right. $1,017.50 to be exact. And if I multiply that by 4, that's your monthly salary. That's about $4,070 gross. You tracking so far? Yeah. All right. And then if I multiply that by 12, that's $48,840. Correct? Yes. Okay. All right. That's on the low end because you could certainly work more than 55 hours in a week. Correct? Correct. Okay. All right. So if you were here with us about 6 months or thereabouts, would it be fair to say you'd lose about $24,000 in income? Yes. All right. Do you own a home, have a mortgage? Or did you rent? Rent. How much is your rent and utilities? I'm not sure. I just got to set them out. I give my own people. Do you live with your parents or a relative? A relative. Okay, and so how much do you give a relative every month? $400. All right. Do you have a car note or any other expenses? I got a car note. How much is your car note? $482. For what? 80?
All right, y'all. Let's go to the next one. Just hold on, y'all. Hold on. I had to step away. Interrogatory. Hey, Antonio, how are you? They never gonna finish. They're not. They're not. Okay, let me end this one here. Let's go on to the next one. They're not going to. Let me go to the next one. Hold on, y'all. This is the final one here. Hello, here we go. All right, here we go.
Insurance, credit cards. Okay, how much we paying in car insurance, credit cards? Car insurance, $285 a month. $285, and then we got some credit cards. How much we paying on those? Total probably about $250 in credit cards. Okay, all right. Phone bill. I'm sorry. I got a phone bill too. Okay, all right, you got a phone bill. Okay. So if you were here with us, like I said, about 6 months, you'd lose about $24,000 in income, like we said. Is that correct? Yes. And let me ask you another question before that. Do you have any money in checking and savings? Bad. How much you got in checking and savings? So right now? Yeah, right now. I ain't got none of my savings. I probably got like 180 or something like that in my checking. Okay. So if you were here with us for about 6 months, you would lose about $24,000 in income. You'd have to spend some of this money that you have in checking, probably all of it in checking, to pay your customary bills, your rent, your car note, your insurance, and your credit card bills. Would that put you in financial peril or concern? Yes. Would that financial peril or concern affect your ability to come into the full walls of this courtroom and provide these parties and their interests with your undivided attention? Yes. And do you believe that also might affect your ability to be fair and impartial, both to the state of Georgia as well as to each individual defendant? Yes. Mr. Smith, anything further? No. Anything further on behalf of any individual defendant? Can I excuse juror 1763 for hardship? Yes. All right. So I'm going to excuse you for hardship, okay? All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you see that attorney? That attorney looks so freaking bored.
Mr. Randolph.
She looks so bored, y'all. She looks so like, okay, why are we here? Galatian said the judge wouldn't be getting all that information from me. Oh, Lord, Galatian. Galatian, you'd be held in contempt for not giving the information to the judge. They had 475 jurors, right? 360 something of them wanted hardship.
Juror 1766, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, Judge. Sir, you identified for hardship, and I want to say the base of that hardship is work-related and financial. They're kind of related with each other. Is that correct? Yes, sir. All right, so we have a little bit of information about you, Juror 1766, that is self-provided. So are you still a truck driver with Transportation America, LLC? Yes, sir. How long you been with that company? About 20 years. 20 years? Yeah. Are you salaried or are you hourly? No, I own the company. Oh, you own the company? Yes, sir. Okay. And how many employees do you have? Only me alone. One truck. It's just you and one truck, right? Yes, sir. So you don't work, you're not getting paid, correct? No, sir. How much did you make last year?
I think it was like 100 and something thousand.
150,000?
140 something before expense.
Okay, all right. Gotta ask you some other questions ordinarily, none of my business. Do you own a home, sir, have a mortgage?
Yes, sir.
And other than the cost of owning a home and having a mortgage, do you have any other extraordinary expenses? Like, do you have any truck maintenance, insurance, car note?
Yes,
anything
Queen.
else,
It's still
taxes that
jury
you pay, sir?
selection.
No, I got a truck payment and truck insurance.
And how much is that per month?
The truck payment is $22,098 and the truck insurance is $2,100.
Whoa, that's 4,000 and
So the
something
truck
dollars.
payment is 22,000 a month?
No, $2,098.
Okay, all right. So how much money do you have in checking and savings at this point in time?
Not too much.
Okay, what do you call not too much?
I'm at about 10,000, so I don't know.
Okay, I mean, look, there's a reason for me asking you this, okay?
He said not too much.
All right, sir, so if you were with us,
For about 6 months, would it be fair to say that you would lose a lot of your business income?
I lose everything.
You lose everything?
Yeah.
And would you have to expend the money that you have in checking and savings to pay your mortgage and your truck payment of $22,900 a month and your insurance payment and other related expenses?
Yes, sir.
Will that put you in financial peril or concern?
That would put me out of business.
Okay, and would that being out of business or that concern affect your ability to come in the four walls of this courtroom and provide these parties with your undivided attention?
I didn't understand that.
If you were losing all your money and income, or you would lose your business, would you be able to come in this courtroom and give these parties your undivided attention?
Yes, sir.
You still would be able to do that?
No.
Okay, so my question to you is, if you...
He doesn't understand the question, Lord.
Meaning that it put you out of business, you're telling us that you couldn't come in here and pay attention to these issues. Is that correct?
Well, I would have to find somewhere else. I'm end up living, so...
So that would be your first issue, your first order of concern, correct?
Right.
Okay, so given that, you wouldn't be able to give these parties your attention, would you?
No, sir.
All right. Would you be able to as well be fair and impartial to the state as well as to each individual defendant?
Depends on what you thought about fear, Depends on what the situation is.
Okay, all right, okay. All right, but given your financial situation, you'd have a hard time giving them your undivided attention, correct?
Right.
All right. Mr. Smith, anything further? Anything further to have any individual defendant? May I excuse your 1766 for hardship?
Thank you very much.
I'm going to excuse you for hardship. $1769, Mr. Randolph, please, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Galatian, a nosy Galatian. That is so mean, Galatian. He's doing his job. The judge is doing his job.
Juror 1769, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Madam, you identified for hardship and on several bases. transportation, work-related, self-employed, financial, correct?
Yes.
All right, do me a favor, speak directly in the microphone so we can hear
Yes.
you, okay? There you go. Madam, we have a little bit of information about you that is self-provided, meaning you gave it to us. So are you a self-employed hairstylist that goes under the name of Lilu Hair LLC?
Yes.
All right, madam, how long have you had that entity, that corporate entity, the LLC?
It's been since about 2016.
Okay, and do you have any employees or is it just you?
I have shampoo assistants every now and then, but the one that I had, he's actually going back home with his family, so.
Okay, but you're the primary hairstylist?
Yes.
Okay, and how much did you make last year?
Oh, just filed my taxes, but it's about, it's something like 60 something, 60,000.
Okay, all right, and so basically, madam, if you're not working, you're not getting paid, correct?
Exactly.
All right, and madam, do you rent a booth? Do you own a building?
I work from home right now, and I have a living roommate who's unemployed due to the strike that's going on.
Okay, all right. What are your expenses to run your business every month, color or any other of the supplies that you use per month?
It's a lot. My rent is $1,550. My landlord is currently trying to help me find a house so I won't have to keep paying high rent. So that's
Okay.
why I'm working from home because.
And so how much are you paying per month in supplies, everything else? About $1,000 or more?
Probably so.
Okay. All right. Do you have any money in checking and savings? If so, how much?
I have a business account and a personal account. And I think I have like 200 some of my business savings. But
okay, and how much do you have in your personal account?
Right now it's about 600 something.
Okay. All right. Madam, and would it be fair to say if you were here 6 months or thereabouts, would you lose most of your income or at least?
I would lose income and clients.
All right.
Yes.
And would that cause you to spend whatever money you have in checking and savings to pay your rent and customary supplies and other expenses it costs to live?
Yeah, it wouldn't be enough.
And would that put you in financial peril or concern?
Yes.
Would that financial peril or concern affect your ability to come into the four walls of this courtroom and provide these parties and their interests with your undivided attention?
Yes.
And would that also, or could that also affect your ability to be fair and impartial both to the state of Georgia as well as to each individual defendant?
Yes.
Mr. Smith, anything further? Anything further on behalf of any individual defendant? May I excuse juror 1769 for hardship? All right, madam, I'm going to excuse you for hardship. Wish you the best, okay?
Did you need the letter or?
No, ma'am, I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to excuse you.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Matthews, we have 4 left, but I need to take just a brief comfort break. So why don't we do that, folks? Let's take 5, and as soon as we come back, we'll knock out those last 4, and we'll be done. Okay? All right, we're in recess.
This is gonna be the end because the cameraman had to leave. So it's gonna be the end of this. Time served, free Melly. That's what Kenneth said. Hey, Kenneth. So, guys, as I was telling you guys, it's still on jury selection, And there is another thing I want to the motions for bond has not been heard yet, and there's the attorneys are still waiting for that. Next week, you guys know there is going to be a hearing for the I really don't understand why it's going to still. Oh no, I know why it's going to, because the other attorneys are affected by what's on the computer as well. So they want to have a protective order of certain things not being produced in the computer, because they getting inside the computer. Even though Eppinger is no longer part of this trial, the information that I guess the attorneys have on their data computer may affect the case. So the other attorneys have filed in motions in regards to that. So that is basically everything that I have in regards to the update for these cases. Anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions? Welcome, Kenneth. I hope you enjoy yourself. I am covering these cases. Please like, subscribe. Are you new here to this channel, Kenneth? If you're new, welcome, welcome. And Antonio, welcome as well. Thank you so much. And if you find it to be a wonderful place and home, please subscribe. And I look forward to hearing from you guys. Now, I am waiting for my feedback from Dom, who is going to check and see what's the status of Boosie's arrest. He's going to the courthouse to find out what the status is. So once I get that information from him, I will be coming back and give you guys an update on that. Okay. So anybody have any questions? Thank you so much again. Hit the like button, share, and please hit the notification bell so when you know when I come live. Okay, I'm going to try to give you play-by-play of what's going on in the case. All right. So you guys have an awesome night, and I will be back if I get any new information. Okay. Have a wonderful one. God bless you. Love you guys. Bye. Bye.